Hi, I'm Dean Francis Vargas, and today I will discuss the connection of UI/UX design on user inclusivity on applications. To begin, the discussion will have four dis- sections: a brief discussion about UI and UX, following the inclusivity, then the benefits of inclusive design, and lastly, tips and ways on designing an inclusive application. So, firstly, what is UI and UX? Well, UI or user interface is the one that user can see and interact when they are using the application. While UX or user experience is how the user interacted in the application. Does the user navigate easily? Does the task can be easily completed? Does it help the user to fulfill its goal? To elaborate more, the user interface is the visual, while the user experience is the process. For example, if you get an application with an appealing interface but it's hard to use, it means it has a bad UX. Now, let's go to inclusivity. Inclusivity is a practice or policy where all the types of people is included in unequal in treatment and access, regardless of age, social status, gender, disabilities, and ethnicity. Connecting it to the UI UX design, what we want to create is to have an inclusive design applications. An inclusive design I applic inclusive design is a process of creating a product that different people can access effectively. Now let's talk about the benefits of inclusive design. First, it avoids exclusions. It ensures that applications are accessible to all individuals, regardless of their abilities. This approach prevents marginalization of individuals with disabilities and other underserved groups. Second, inclusive design improves overall user experience. By using the understanding of the user needs, designers will create a user-friendly interface that are easy to navigate, leading to a higher user satisfaction. Thirdly, it expands the user base. It reaches a broader audience and entering into a new markets. It opens the doors to individuals who might be excluded due to physical, cognitive, or technological barriers. Lastly, it promotes inclusive society. It enables individuals from different backgrounds and abilities to participate fully in societal activities on applications. Now you know the benefits of inclusive design, let's discuss now the tips and ways to create it. First of all, research. You need to gather information to understand the user's needs, requirements, and abilities so you can create an appropriate design for the users. You can do it by observing or questioning the user, but avoid envisioning and perspective taking yourself on someone else's shoes. But you should do perspective getting where you need to interact with the user to get informations. Next tip is to use a responsive design. Not all users can use laptop or PC. Some users might access it through their mobile phones. It should it should give a same satisfaction regardless the device that they use. Here is comparison between a non-responsive design and responsive design. In the non-responsive design, the desktop version looked okay, but in the mobile version, the content was compressed ineffectively. It makes the content smaller, making it harder to read and navigate. While in the responsive design, both devices have an appealing interface and a good navigation. So, the next technique is to have a good contrast and color scheme. Not only it makes the application appealing, it enhances the readability of the content. So do the individuals with visual impairments such as low vision or color blindness. So this is a bad contrast and poor use of colors, a dark text with a dark background. This will be hard to read especially with the individual with visual impairments. While this is a good contrast and good use of colors, a light text with a dark background. This will make the content easy to read and good to the eyes. Next technique is to integrate a voice navigation. This benefits the user with visual impairments, motor disabilities, and those who prefer or rely on auditory interaction. Next tip is to use transcripts and captions. This mostly need for the video streaming applications. It will make the user with hearing problems and poor language literacy use and watch effectively. Next is to have a readable typography. Make the content readable, especially for those who have visual impairment. You can do it by using good fonts, sizing, spacing, spacing, and you should avoid these two things. First, avoid to use many fonts. It will make the content look like inconsistent. Just two fonts are enough. Second, avoid using not compatible fonts because it damages the readability of the content and affecting those with visual impairment, making their engagement uncomfortable. Now for the last tip is to use a clear and simple language. Avoid jargon and complex sentences. Use plain language and concise instruction to make content understandable, including those with cognitive disabilities or limited language proficiency. So that will be the end of the discussion. I expect that you understand the involvement of UI and UX in user inclusivity. I hope that you differentiate the UI and UX and know the importance and meaning of inclusive design. I hope the tips and techniques will be helpful for the future programs. And lastly, I wish that we can create an inclusive society with no one left behind. Thank you and goodbye.